This is what started 9/11/2001. As soon as you start hearing the whole story in full detail, and you hear the whole story in full detail as it is, it'll start making sense. It starts with Code News Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad's dead. And this is how it starts. Your mum go to hospital to give birth to Bubs. Your dad get the phone call too. Go to hospital to see the newborn Bubs. The newborn Bubs goes directly to the nursery. I'm sorry, newborn Bubs. The doctors walked up to your mum and dad. And they said, "Hi there, mum and dad. I believe you're both suffering post-traumatic stress syndrome. Take this pill. That is a cyanide pill. I'm sorry to report that both mother and dad are now dead. The doctors put the white sheet over your mum and dad. I'm sorry to report mum and dad is now dead." What happens to newborn Bubs? Newborn Bubs grows up in a language of demon languages without knowing the true language of what's being said. And they grow up in a new language. Sorry, you're the newborn Bubs. And if you're the newborn Bubs, whatever's put before you as the language is actually the true language that you're speaking today. Demon languages. Sorry to report. Anyway, that's that. There's proof around the system. Jesus Christ is Isa Masih in Hindi. Jesus Christ is Simon Shelter Ring to Ding in Hebrew. Jesus Christ is Minute in French. Two background checks. Anyway, that's that. So you know about Code News Mum and Dad. What about the white Englishman racism crime? You're a white Englishman racism crime. You start your day, you have a normal day. Get back home. One day the cops just storm down to your house for no apparent reason with no legal rights to come down to your house. Anyway, they storm down to your house, put you in a psychiatric hospital. You say, "Where is my psychiatric test?" They say you've already done it. You say no, and remember, you're a white Englishman, and you're in a black psychiatric hospital run by black Negroes, African people. And remember, from the top, you're a white Englishman, and you were sent directly into a black African psychiatric hospital. You had no criminal convictions of any kind. You should be okay. You start your day, get out of the house, get back home. One day the cops just storm down to your house for no apparent reason, put you under arrest and send you directly to a black African psychiatric hospital, like it or not. You say, "I never did the psychiatric test." They say, give me my psychiatric test. They say, "Sorry." I say, you can't repeat the test. Like it or not, you can't repeat the test. Anyway, that's what they do. And they say you've already done the test. They say, "No, you lying black piece of shit." This is, now you see it for yourself. "No, you lying black piece of shit." And so this is racism for the first time. Okay? And then they put you on interrogation meds to work at the church. LSD to help along the way. To make you go crazy. To make sure that you give more than your imagination. Then they weed everything off you. They weed your worksite agreements off you, your paychecks, your everything, and they give everything over to them, and that's that. And they get everything out of you because of torture, abuse, and things like that. After that event, they put you on LSD to make you go crazy, and interrogation meds as well. After they're satisfied with what they got, they go behind your back, sell everything up. Everything has been sold up and it's being called repo property. All of it. All your licensed hard-earned work. All your movie scripts you've written down, stolen. All the paychecks, stolen. Worksite agreement, silenced. And worksite agreements, they could make you money. Business accusations, bank testaments, you name it. They could say you're the richest person in the world, like Bill Gates. Anyway, what happens is you get robbed by the same federal government. The psychiatric hospital commits a multi-billion-dollar robbery done to you. They confiscate your paychecks, worksite agreements, your bank account, the paychecks, everything. And they make you go fucking stark raving mad with LSD abuse. To say, schizophrenia! I feel like I said a smart lad. Okay, I feel such a smart slap. And that's what actually happened. A matter of fact, I'm actually in the psychiatric hospital, and I've actually found out what they actually said. Someone in the psychiatric hospital told me the whole story. Someone in the psychiatric hospital told me the whole story. They told me the whole story. They called me one way, and they told me the other. They told me the whole fucking story. They told me the whole fucking story, but I can't reveal the identity. I can't reveal it. Anyway, they revealed too much. Anyway, they said it's way too over the top. They had the jitters. They had the real fucking jitters. Even when they were drugging me, they had the real fucking jitters. And they were fucking terrorised. And they're so fucking scared and so fucking scared shitless. Anyway, the thing is, it's happening to them as well. In the psychiatric judgments, the psychiatric hospitals as well. I'll say it from the top. I'll say code news, mum and dad. Mum and dad's dead. Mum and dad's dead. You remember that one? Mum and dad's dead. Your mum go to hospital to give birth to Bubs. You take it the phone call to go to hospital to see the newborn Bubs. The doctors walk up to your mum and dad and say, Mum and Dad, I believe you're both suffering post-traumatic stress syndrome. Take this pill. That's a cyanide pill. Both mother and dad are dead. And they put the white shit over mum and dad and send them directly to the morgue. End of story. What happens to one-day-old Bubs? One-day-old Bubs grows up, never known the language that's in the world today. And that's that. And hello, I'm newborn Bubs. I'm one-day-old Bubs. Ooh, shit. Did that really happen? Oh, you're one-day-old Bubs too. Oh, shit, it did happen. Anyway, that's what happened. And so that was fully told to me. You're a white man racism crime. Okay, this is the next page. White man racism crime. You're a white man. You go up the street to a food shop, come back home one day. Out of the blue, the cops stormed into the house, put you under arrest, send you directly to a black African psychiatric hospital run by black African staff members and church members and whatever. Anyway, that's that. What happens is, they say you've already done the psychiatric test. You say, no, you lying black piece of shit. Now give me my psychiatric test. And so that's that. They put you on interrogation meds to weed out the church that has the authentic Bible. They put you on LSD to get you to surrender your accounts and things like that. Your banking accounts, your paychecks, your worksite agreements, everything. Even your housing papers and things like that. Anyway, they do that and they sell everything up. You name it, they sell it up. And by the time you get out of there, you're broke. You're fully broke. You were a multi-billionaire. Now you're a fucking multi-billion-dollar pauper, and they've got a multi-billion-dollar debt on your bank account to go with it. Anyway, you get out of the psychiatric hospital, go back home, your work sites have been confiscated, and all the work sites have been silenced. Paychecks have been silenced, work sites have been silenced, paychecks and work site announcements have been silenced. All the rest of it's been silenced. And you've got a pension and a multi-billion-dollar debt, and everything's been sold up underneath your back, and the rental property has been said saying, look, it's actually, no one's talking about it. Anyway, they say every site's gone up, even the situation of repossession property, silenced as it is, and by the time they storm down, they reclaim the house, reclaim everything, reclaim it all, did it secretly and silently, snatched it off you, and guess what happens? You're homeless. You're forced to go back into the psychiatric hospital to be locked up again. Someone ran a background check and protected them from going back in. Anyway, the cops ran a background check to find out what's going on. They found out what the state government was doing. They reported it directly to the aviation air authorities as it is, and they were so physically scared by what just happened. And what just happened about the multi-billion-dollar robbery, and that worksite agreement theft, worksite theft, and you name it theft. That the thing is, if it happened to them as well, That's why they crashed the planes into 9/11/2001. That's why they crashed the planes into the World Trade Center, Pentagon, you name it. That's why they did it. That's why they did it. Now you know the reason why. That's the reason why. Full story, fully explained. That's why they did it. Someone contacted me and told me the whole story. They contacted me, and the only ones who had my number is the psychiatric hospital. My sister and my sister Jackie. That's the only ones that had my number. The psychiatric hospital contacted me and told me the whole story. And that's it. I tried contacting Triple O and tell them what happened. I thought it was going to happen again. Anyway, that's it. And so this is the full report. This is what I have to report and make public. And this is Mark, Anonymous Security, Big Mouth, who actually likes to report the crime and make it public. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. This is Mark, Anonymous Security, Big Mouth reporting.